The Woodland Trust Challenge Fund is a competitive grant scheme designed to help landowners unlock temperate rainforest restoration. Through our woodland assessments, we provide bespoke advice, guide funding applications, and offer financial support. The projects you'll see here at Parkwood and Brownston are just some of the ways this funding helps landowners make restoration possible.
The Woodland Trust very generously work through the rainforest region of the southwest, supporting landowners to carry out ancient woodland assessments in order to determine what the woodland needs, what the woodland's going to benefit from, what actions or indeed whether no actions may be required. That ancient woodland assessment that we were lucky enough to be offered here identified four main priorities for this woodland. First of all, getting access to the woodland. Now we've got a stone track so that we can come in at any time of the year to do work. Then to improve rides that were in the woodland. We then created a stacking area so that we can process the infected sweet chestnut that we've had to fell. And then we will be planting this winter, filling up the gaps that those felled trees have left. This is a stack of the infected sweet chestnut, which we're going to bring a mobile sawmill in to mill. A good portion of that is going to be used in the next door field on a building project that's going on there with a neighbour, and the rest will be sawn into rafters and joists, cladding wood, whatever the produce is demanded at the time. There have been a number of benefits, particularly from a habitat and species point of view. When we first put the tracks in, nearly every day that I came here, I found a sparrowhawk remains on the track. So they were obviously really enjoying the extra wide space that we had created. We'll have a much better structure following this activity because we're going to have young trees, middle-aged trees and old trees, whereas at the moment it's very uniform. We've felt supported all the way from start to finish. I'd like to think that the work that we'll be doing, as with any woodland management, is you don't do it for yourselves, you do it for the next generations. Hopefully it's going to be in a much better position now after our care than it would have been without any management at all.
The support we received initially was through the ancient woodland assessment. We knew we wanted to manage the woodland for ecology anyway, and what the assessment did was give us the tools to sort of pinpoint our management, and it also gave us a list of prescriptions to tackle areas where the features are in decline already. That was a really good starting point, and that's informed a lot of our strategy since.
My ambition has always been to restore it to what it should have been 200 years ago. Which is temperate rainforest and ancient woodlands with increased biodiversity. And yeah, the Woodland Trust has been fantastic in advising us and giving us grant aid towards achieving those goals.
What we're going to be doing with the help of the Challenge Fund is removing various things, so beach regeneration, which is colonising the area, but specifically we're going to graze cattle in the woodland glades using the no-fence collar system to sort of keep them in the area we want managed. And what we're hoping that'll do is that'll break up the spread of the bracken and also break up the soil just enough to create a good seed bed for other woodland species to move into. My natural inclination initially would have been to mechanically clear the bramble and the bracken, but actually using a natural process such as grazing cattle is going to be more cost effective in the long run, I think, for the estate. It's going to be less carbon intense, but the cattle themselves will bring other ecosystem benefits. We wouldn't have undertaken this work initially without the Woodland Trust. Any sort of management implementation like this that's a bit niche, it can be a bit risky to try and implement anything like that if we hadn't have had sort of the expertise reassuring us that it'll work, but also if we hadn't have had the financial help as well. That sort of really removed a few barriers.
Nothing in woodland happens quickly. For me, it's being about to be able to see results within my lifetime, and yeah, the Woodland Trust is really helping with that.
I love being able to do projects like this. I mean, this is almost the dream job, really. Getting to actually work with a woodland and not have the pressure of having to make it generate a certain amount of profit and income, but to be able to work with natural processes and just see a woodland sort of revert to what it should be, to start behaving like a woodland wants to behave. So that's really good. I enjoy this.
At the Woodland Trust, we want to remove barriers so landowners can restore their woodlands with confidence, knowing that their work benefits both the habitat and the wildlife that depends on it. Temperate rainforests are incredibly rare and fragile, and protecting and restoring them is absolutely vital.